Wagwan people, it's your boy Mo, and the NBA season is at long last over. 2019, 2020, we didn't know if we'd get it done. A whole global pandemic came. You know, it's been a crazy year, but shout out to Adam Silver and the NBA for creating the bubble, getting the season completed, and giving a platform for the players to address social justice issues. So, with all that being said, it's been a long season. It's been 12 months now. So I thought it would be good to look back at some of the stuff that's happened over the past 12 months and give it a little reaction. So shout out to Worldwide Wob, because he's put together this compilation. I don't know if it was him or someone else, but I got it off his Twitter. So shout out to him of all the events that happened over the last 12 months. So I'm gonna have a little look at it, gonna react, give some thoughts. And I wanna know from you guys in the comments, what were your highlights of the year? What were the biggest stories? What were the biggest things, the things that had the biggest impact on you? And while you watch this, hit the subscribe button because it would be a huge help. But anyway, let's get into it. The 2019-2020 season recap. Let's go. Look how excited these guys were. I want to play this with a 12 months later and then show them getting knocked out by the Nuggets. Look how excited Paul George is. Look at Paul George's face right there. Look how gassed he is. Oh man, they thought they'd won it before it even started. Oh, I remember this. Ben Simmons, that corner three finally hit one. That's when you knew that 2020 was about to be a crazy year, when 2019 was ending and Ben Simmons started hitting threes. Man, Snitch Paul. Snitch Paul, who remembers the game? Fair play to Chris Paul for knowing the NBA rulebook that well, because that's an insane violation that he pointed out, and it actually worked, so all credit to him. But around here, we don't condone the snitching. No Takashi around here. We keep it real. This was a body. DeMar. Oh, on his old team as well. He went to Toronto with something to say. Okay, young fella. And KP made his debut for the Mavericks. They're going to be a real force if he can stay healthy. If he can stay healthy, Dallas are going to be a problem. And of course, Melo returned. He signed for the Trailblazers. Always looking dripped out. Oh, no, don't do my guy like this. Don't do Aaron Baines like this. Ja Morant. What a rookie season. He set the league on fire. And you know what was better than some of his dunks? Some of the dunks they didn't make. Now, I don't like people that post the pictures of them celebrating them because they were missed shots at the end of the day. But for him to have the balls to attempt those, I respect it. And speaking of balls, these men are having a scrap, trying to prove who's the bigger man out of the two. Karl-Anthony Towns and Joel Embiid. This was crazy. This was all sorts of... What was Ben Simmons doing there with a headlock, Ben? Get off him. Get off him. This ain't UFC. LeBron James been flexing. He knew what he was going to do this season. He knew it from early. How can one sound be so funny? Man said, hey. Bro, the remixes to that are jokes. Westbrook won't go. Man, that was so long ago. I don't even remember that happening. Put Patrick Beverley running jokes from the bench. Patrick Beverley running jokes from the bench. Bench players talking like starters, I hate it. I can't rock with it. I can't respect it. Dion Waiters suspended. Mr. Gummies on the plane. Shouts to Dion Waiters. He even got a ring. Who would have thought when this happened he would end up with a ring? And shouts to my guy D Rose, man. Still proving that he's got it. It's going to be interesting to see where he ends up, because this game winner, ice in his veins with the spin and everything. Ooh, that was pure sauce. Markelle Fultz, so good to see him balling back. The wraparound behind his back, up there for the jam. Great to see him playing again. Man, it's the big man. Let's say we want Taco. All right, the holidays. All the holidays. What was Draymond thinking? What was Draymond thinking when he did that?
He's not even in my league. Like,
TJ Warren, Jimmy Butler beef, that was settled nicely in the playoffs with a quick sweep. All right, let's see what happened. Brandon Ingram, he was the most improved player if we're keeping it 100. It was between him and Bam. Pelicans got some serious young talent. Even Zion can shoot from outside. Pelicans are going to be a threat. Man, this gets me emotional every time, bro. You guys can see the, oh, you can't see it, but the hoodie. Kobe, rest in peace. This was the worst thing to happen to the basketball world since I can remember, man. Kobe, Gigi, all the other people that were on that helicopter. This was devastating, bro. I still remember I was sitting in this exact chair. I was sitting in this exact spot when I found out, and I didn't even believe it. But man, this was where everything started to go downhill for the year 2020. This, I ain't got the words for it, bro. Why are they showing that, bro? We don't want to. I don't want to see that. Man, I can't believe they made the players play as well. Look, players out there crying. I can't believe they played, man. All credit to the players for going out there, still suiting up. Man. And then LeBron channeled the energy of Kobe and did the exact dunk. That was an insane flex. But anyway, Depot returns, pulls it, cashes it in. Man, everyone's saying he fell off. I still think he's got a little something. I don't know where he's going to end up. But you can see the impact that Kobe had on all of these guys. This was funny, though. The little beef between Giannis and Harden. What would be hilarious is if one day they end up on the same team. That would be funny. Man, I also wish I could just run 7 feet and dunk. Shout out to you, James Harden. Let me tell you something, you guys. I don't know if you know, I was in the building. I was right there. All-Star Weekend dunk contest. I'm telling you, this dunk from Aaron Gordon should have won. This should have won. I don't care what they're saying, that he didn't clear him fully. The guy's 7'7". He even attempted it. He's got the dub. And I called this before the dunk contest even started. I said, look, if anyone wants to win, they got to dunk over Taco. Man, look at this. This was amazing. This was amazing. Celtics basketball at its finest. Hustle for the board. Jaylen Brown, knock it down from downtown. Let's get it. I sounded like the guy that does the NBA.com's top 10. Ooh. Jamal Murray's been a problem. It's funny to me that people only, realized how good he is when it got to the bubble. When it got to the bubble, everyone started to realize he's been a problem. LeBron! Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, Rudy, don't do it. Oh, don't do it. No, this was outrageous. That was the most outrageous thing I've seen. That was outrageous, Rudy. Like, what was the need? And it's like the world stopped when this happened. I think that's when a lot of people started taking this thing seriously. Imagine being one of the fans at the game here, hearing this announcement and panicking the whole way home. And this was the moment now, no one really knew when the season was coming back. It's crazy. Oh man, I can't, shout out to everyone. We sat here and endured this awful Wi-Fi on this horse. Paul Pierce, man, what are you doing? Last Dance. If you ain't watched Last Dance, you need to watch Last Dance. The amount of memes that came out of this, Michael Jordan's just a walking meme. He's not only the greatest of all time, he's the greatest meme of all time. And then, Disney, there were a lot of haters. There were a lot of doubters. There were a lot of doubters. But the NBA got it done in Disney World, man. I wish they sent me to the bubble. That's my regret from this year. I wish they sent me to the bubble. I would have loved it there. Maybe not with that food, because that looks a bit meaty still. Yeah, fam. Shouts to J.R. Smith, NBA champion. But yeah, man, some of this food. I know it got better. That's what you didn't see. It's when it got better, everyone stopped snapping it. Players out there fishing, living their best life. Nah, snitching. Mr. Lemon Pepper Lou. Let's not talk about that one. Lemon Pepper Lou, my brother. My brother. Shout out to Bobo, making his name known. It's great to see players recover from injury. So many players came back from injury, especially for the Nuggets. Bobo came to source it up. Michael Porter Jr. as well. TJ, when he exploded for those huge performances, who saw that coming? Everyone's there, yeah, we knew TJ was a baller, but Devin Booker's really a baller. Look, over Kawhi, over Paul George, hit the game when I lay back and chill, my brother. Luka, through the legs, dime. Man, Luka, future Hall of Fame. Yeah, I said it. That's Cancun on 3. Look at these bench players talking. Look at them giving the chat from the bench. I just don't. If you're not on the court to close out the game, why are you talking trash? Sit there and watch. Sit there and watch like the rest of the fans, bro. Unless you're a starter that's fouled out or injured, bench players, man. Well, technically he starts games, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Logo Lillard here. Boop. Dame, yo, I'll rate Dame though, because Dame, I think missing those free throws against the Clippers really inspired him. He went on a mission. He knew he had to put his team on his back. And with all credit to him, the odds weren't even in their favor. It was really between Memphis and New Orleans to make the playoffs, and Portland got there. So, you know, shout out to them, man. And that playing game was a mad idea. Look at this, Cancun on 3, Paul George again. So these were talking like they won the championship before the playoffs had even begun. That was the problem with the Clippers. The team chemistry, and they got way ahead of themselves, thinking they were champions before they'd done anything. This was the moment the Clippers knew they'd done messed up. Because they were trying to troll on Luka for the whole series. They were trying to break his ankles, they were trying to hit his knee.
Welcome back into our breaking news coverage on an extraordinary night in NBA League history. As you know by now, tonight's playoff games.
Oh yeah, the strike. Full respect to the Milwaukee Bucks. Because this was the first domino to fall to a bunch of other sporting leagues and a bunch of other, you know, organizations not playing. But then we did get the playoffs on, and fam, what a series. This was the best series of the playoffs, I don't care. This 7-game thriller, and plus the games were on super early for fans in the UK. We were watching this at like dinner time here in England. That was wavy. Jamal and Donovan, the 2 IG slippers, as in they slipped up, not wet slippers. But yeah, shout out to Jamal Murray. Look how emotional that is. Look at the kicks as well, the tributes there. This was easy. This was easy. Look. Anyone who disagrees that Giannis was the MVP, either you don't understand that the MVP is the regular season MVP award, so it doesn't matter what happened in the playoffs. Or second of all, I don't know what fell down over there. Or second of all, you didn't watch the Milwaukee Bucks this season. That's the only way that I can explain. Giannis was the best player throughout the regular season, and that's that. And a lot of people get onto him for not doing well in the playoffs. I'm telling you, give him a good coach. Give him a good guard. The Milwaukee Bucks don't have any good guards. Give him a good guard or a good second star. Everyone's talking about LeBron and AD. Imagine if Giannis had LeBron, or imagine if Giannis had AD, how different things would be. It was at this moment the Celtics knew they had messed up. Man, look at the spacing. Look at OG wide open in the corner. I rate this though. I didn't get to show you guys my full breakdown, but the Celtics did a fantastic job in taking away the Toronto Raptors' first 2 options off the play. This pass was maybe more impressive than a shot. He passed it over Taco Fall directly into the corner for OG to catch. And if this is the shot that beats you, you just got to live with it. Because this, OG Anunoby, my London brother, stand up, because this was amazing. Even against my team. Look at that. And look how calm he is. He just walks off. Ain't nothing. Just walks off. Ain't nothing to me. Ain't nothing to me. Shout out to OG, man. Future star. I've been saying he's baby Kawhi Leonard. Nobody wanted to listen. Look where I paused it. Look at Kyle Lowry, man. That's how your girl looks when you tell her you're going out to eat with her. Bruv. Yo, listen. Man. Oh, yeah. This was Russell Westbrook beefing Rondo's brother. That was funny. Oh, the edit. Man. Playoff L hits the side of the backboard. Doc Rivers got fired. Oh, this was an insane defensive play. Just like I said about the OG game win. If this is the difference between winning and losing the game, you have to just take your hat off. Because first of all, if Tatum had scored that jam, that would have been one of the most epic game-winning dunks in the history of the NBA. But second of all, Bam made a block that defied science. His hand should have broken blocking that, but it didn't. So, fair play to the Miami Heat. AD, oh man, that was the worst defense I've ever seen. Mason Plumlee, you should be benched for eternity. That was pathetic. Also deep, you know, he's saying Kobe, but Rondo's reaction as well, it was just effortless. Jimmy Butler, he put on for the 305 in this playoff run, man. Look how exhausted he was carrying his team. One thing I do want to say is, this is a testament to how great LeBron James is, because Jimmy Butler did what LeBron has been doing for years, you know, for those Cavs teams, carrying them completely. He did it for like 2 nights in the finals, and look how exhausted he was. Whereas LeBron James does it, and he keeps doing it, and he keeps doing it. Davis, clutch. You know, once he got over that bad game, and you know, once AD got cooking, you knew the title was the Lakers. Truthfully, I think they should have won 4-0. I don't think they should have even been pushed to 6 games. Here's what I don't get. Who is out here disrespecting LeBron James? Like, to say he's not the greatest player of all time is not disrespectful. Being the second greatest human to ever play in the NBA is not disrespect. That is a massive honor. That's saying you're better than 99.9% of everyone else who played. It's not disrespectful. Why is he saying, I want my respect? He gets respect. Well, I don't know, man. There are some haters on the internet that disrespect him. But yo, if 2020's taught us anything, man, like whatever your opinion is on LeBron, bro, respect it. And not only respect it, I mean to say appreciate it. Because what we learned from Kobe was, even if, you know, I was a rival fan, I never wanted to see his Laker team win. But when these guys are gone, you're going to remember and you're going to look back and regret not appreciating them while you could. Man, for me, like this year, the best thing that I did this year was when I went to All-Star Weekend, because the whole thing with Kobe is my biggest regret is I never got to see him play in person. So I made sure, like, I got to All-Star Weekend this year so I could see all of these guys play at least one time in my lifetime, so I could appreciate them, you know, at the media stuff, appreciate them, tell them how great I think they are at their craft. So, you know, if you guys are taking anything from this season, you know, just remember, first of all, like the Milwaukee Bucks did, like the entire league did, there's more important issues than basketball out there. And it's important to use our platforms to speak up for them, right? Second of all, life ain't promised, man. Like, life is short. So, you know, if there's people you look up to, there's people you respect, people you admire, make sure that they know it before it's too late. Because once people are gone, it's too late to ever say anything to them. And third of all, we've seen some crazy displays of basketball. We've seen the Suns go 8-0. We've seen TJ Warren look like a superstar for nights. We've seen the Miami Heat, as the 5th seed, get all the way to the NBA Finals and even make people question if there's going to be a Game 7. We've seen Jamal Murray ball out. We've seen Michael Porter Jr. Bol return from injuries. You know, we've seen D Rose hit the game winner. We've seen Melo come back into the league. Anything is possible. But there's something that you need to do. The first part of it is hit the subscribe button if you've made it this far. Drop us a comment so I can know who the real ones are. But the most important thing that you guys need to do is get ready for next season, because it's going to be crazy. But more importantly than that is get buckets.